Welcome back to another episode of Embody a Magical Life with this mother-daughter duo. I'm Erika Hicks.
I'm Lynn Hicks.
And today we're really going to talk about how can I help myself and the planet. So that's what this video is kind of going to go over. If you're one of those people that kind of feel anxious about the environment and the planet and like where the world is going, this video is for you. And you're going to learn how you can help the planet evolve, change, clean up, all the above. This episode will teach you that.
Yeah, and it's always different ways to look at that we're the one. Like we're the one.
Yes.
We are the planet. So
true.
An interesting spin on thinking about considering the larger whole and how we can affect that individually and collectively.
Yes, and if you feel so inclined, we would love for you to subscribe, like, leave a comment, or share our episode with anyone else that's thinking about the environment. We would really appreciate it. So grab your earbuds and take a listen.
Welcome to Embody a Magical Life podcast, where you learn how to raise your vibe, explore your magic, and embody your authentic power. I'm Lynn Hicks.
I'm Erika Hicks.
And we're the mother-daughter duo inspiring transformation through holistic lifestyle and conscious living.
We bring water to the conversation because no one else is. We know hydrogen-rich water is the key to longevity and vitality. Life's about flowing, so this is the easiest way to upgrade your health and mindset. High Vibe Water. Join our revolution with the links down below and inspire others to embody a magical life. We'd love to get to know you. Cheers.
Hydrate your life with us.
So today's episode, as we said, is how can I help myself and the planet? And my mom and I just really wanted to kind of dive into what we believe is the number one thing that and the best way to save the planet and to really up-level your life, up-level the planet. And basically what it is to heal yourself. Heal yourself. That is what's going to really help the planet evolve. With the plastic consumption, with the toxins, it has to start with you first, and whatever that looks like.
Yeah, I think we often are kind of going out to do things and this and that, but you know what? We're all connected in one field. So as we feel health and nourished and we're doing the right things for ourselves, that energy is raising the planet, and in an honoring of yourself and a taking care of yourself, in making sure you're balanced, you're supporting the balanced field because nature already has a harmony. And we're the disharmony to that.
Exactly.
So as we start to harmonize ourselves into the cycle of nature, it's only going to support the planet and all the beings that live here.
So many, right? And it's like if you start unlayering yourself, and heal yourself emotionally, physically, mentally, spiritually, like you're going to feel better. And so then you're going to want to like treat everything outside of yourself better, the planet, other people, your relationships. And, when you do that, it's like rippling out. So like all these people are like, yeah, what can I do? Or I'm just one person. My vote doesn't matter. I don't make a difference. Oh, one plastic bag here and one plastic bag there. Like whatever, like I'm not really helping. These are things that this is one way that you really can help because it's your frequency, it's your vibration. So if you're healed and you're healing yourself and you're going through those processes, however it looks for you, then that's going to ripple out. That's going to be a vibration into the world, into the planet, into our frequency, and it is going to change. It is going to do something. So it is a really big tip, healing yourself to really help the world and the planet change and evolve, because it starts with us in our inner world to then vibrate out into the macro, bigger world.
Yeah, and we're at a shift of consciousness at this time where things were so much more outward and more all sparkle and go get and go be, go have. And we're really noticing how from 2020, we all went inward. We're like, what are we doing all these stupid things for? There were a lot of things that we were in patterns and experiences that we've been really looking at, like, why is it like that? And why do I do that? And what level of consciousness and how do I value things? And we're really individuating. And that
Mm,
is a process that as we individuate and learn of ourselves and learn what makes us feel good, as you said, that emanates out into other people. And when you honor yourself, you honor others. We
right.
hear all these things, but as a practice, it really changes everything, your frequency, your aura, the way you come to situations. If you want to be the bright, sparkly person or the one who brings the joy and the fun or the high vibe, it's going to take that heal yourself, clear your stuff, let go of things. All of these are going to have such an impact on ourselves, the planet, and the people around us.
Yes.
And that's what's the shift of consciousness is going to get contagious. And then we're going to do those things in honoring all life.
Yeah, I love that. That's such a good one. And it's self-development, right? It's really just looking at yourself, looking at your conditioning, looking at how you were raised, looking at your inner child, whatever, avenue you want to take to heal yourself. Maybe you have a physical ail and like your body needs healing, or maybe you have emotional, healing, whatever it looks like. But it's such a simple way to really up level yourself and up level the world. Like my mom and I, we had physical ailments. We do a lot of spiritual work. Oh, what I wanted to say is, like, when you're healing yourself, like your light can shine brighter as well, because you're unlayering those conditionings. You're unlayering these beliefs that aren't yours, and you're tapping into that innate truth that's inside of you. And so if we had everyone doing that, don't you think the planet would be healed? Don't you think you would save the planet if everyone was coming from that sparkly self of them inside? Like, imagine the CEOs, if they were of all these big corporations, they were actually heart-centered, they actually thought about others instead of just business, our world would shift. So it starts with you, and it's an easy way to just do it. Obviously, the healing process might not be easy, whatever it might look like, but at least you can take that empowerment and that somewhat control. If you are anxious about the planet and anxious about the world's ending, it's like, well, why don't you focus on yourself and make that pleasure, make that joy and beauty inside, and see, how that reflects in your outer world, and then even the world, like as a whole.
And, there's so much about how we're really mirroring, that we're really in the world on our own.
Right.
And we're creating in this hologram different things at us. So, for me, like, if I think of pollution, or there's times where I get upset about cloud seeding and weather control. You know what? I have to go in, like, what am I polluting myself with? How am I allowing this? Like, there's a reflection in me of not honoring, of maybe polluting in different ways. And, pollution of yourself can be, thoughts, ideas, activities, anything. And I really feel that part of this shift in this new year is about your power is in loving and giving and honoring yourself, not going out into the world and trying to control and overpower and let's make nature do this. And it's more, that's where the rift is, and where that shift is going to be is like, the power is in to love myself, heal myself, feel good in myself. And then I'm going to offer the world something so much better than if I try to control you or say, you better, not use this. It's not going to happen. It's not going to change the world when we add negativity and argument and fight. It's really a different way of approaching this new consciousness, this new world, by really going inward and dealing with yourself.
Yeah, I love that, which I'll actually hit another point that I missed is like, if we, like, when you're on this journey, and as we've shared on our podcast and on our mother-daughter duo page with our free courses and our regular courses, you'll start to learn what you're here to bring to the world, because you're healing yourself. And so as you're healing yourself, you'll find out how to be in service to the whole. You'll find out how you can, once you're grounded, once you're centered in you and what you're doing, and that's rippling out that frequency, then your frequency can get bigger and help the world. Maybe you are an activist with the planet, or maybe you are helping people with their emotional trauma because you went through this emotional trauma and you found this tool that helped you so much that now you want to be in service and help others be that way. And we kind of found that with our health journey. I mean, my mom and I were gluten-free since I was 16, and we would get this bread that would crumble. We just didn't eat anything because there was no gluten-free back then. That was like 2008, I think, 2009.
Yeah.
And so our health journey and our, non-toxic journey, as we know as well, I'm a non-toxic baby or an organic baby since, I was born. My mom had no chemicals in the household. It brought us to our online business. It brought us to the sustainability tool, our water ionizers. And so we now feel so passionate to bring that to the world and to help people. We're helping people with their health. We're helping the planet detox from plastics. We're helping the planet also detox from toxic chemicals because we're only using ionized water to disinfect our home. So that our process of figuring out ourselves and healing ourselves, we found this product, we found this business opportunity that we can't stop talking about and want to share it with everybody. And so that can happen to you too when you are on your process of healing yourself.
And I think it's shifting because we're in the Aquarian age from this I to this we.
Think about the whole.
Yeah. And you start to realize, like you were saying, your mess is your message, to anyone who's lived with skin rashes. It's just a horrible thing and a journey of cortisol creams and all kinds of stuff. So when we got to that and how many people talk about those things and found a solution that was simple, then that's what you're sharing. So as you're going through this healing journey, you're actually uncovering your purpose and your way to help the planet, your way to help humanity and help everything. So I really feel that we can shift. But it starts with taking care of yourself. And, what are your things? How can I better honor myself? How can I better feed, care for? How can I detox my home? How can I have a safer environment, places I go? Those things are healing the planet.
Yeah, how can I be in more gratitude? How can I appreciate more? How can I come to life with curiosity instead of reaction? Like, there's so many ways to do it, and we've been so programmed and layered and layered and layered of conditioning of how we're supposed to act, how we're supposed to walk, what job we're supposed to do. So if you are looking to really help the planet, start with you, babe. You got this. Go figure out, go heal yourself, go feel into how you can do that, and you will find how to be in service to the world. And maybe it's joining our team. Maybe it's looking into what we have to offer, because what's really great about our offer is that we're helping people physically, we're helping them emotionally, we're helping them spiritually, mentally, and we're helping the planet. So like, we're getting all 5 things.
And financial.
All 6 things. With one product, one business opportunity. And that's why we just love it so much, because it is ticking all these boxes, checking so many things, and it's really, 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 really helping the planet. I mean, if you didn't check out my short, I was like, I get overwhelmed at a regular grocery store. My mom and I go to a smaller grocery store. And when you go into a regular one, it is like, whoa, 20 different types of, deodorant, of Dove deodorant, just that brand. There's 20 of them, and there's 20 soaps and 20 different types of Lysols. And it's like, if you just had one product, one purchase with this ionizer to replace all those single-use plastic bottles in your average grocery store, like, whoa, that is helping the planet. I know we have families in our community that say they've saved like a rough estimate, an average of 83 plastic bottles from their home. Wow. So instead of buying a plastic cleaner at the store, using it, putting it in the recycling bin, it going into the earth and into the trash, they saved 83 bottles from that, because they were just refilling glass bottles from their ionizer, where you can get all of these non-toxic cleaners from. So that's pretty epic.
Well, it's easy too, because you know what? A lot of times this save the planet, non-toxic, all this stuff, you have to read labels, and then this company says that they're green, and then they're not. it's just too much stuff. Whereas, hey, water got the ionizer, over 70 uses. And to me, this is part of where saving the planet's going to come in. It's going to come in our daily lives, in our daily ways that we are actioning through life. And, non-toxic is so clear because of the BPAs and the stuff. And, it's so out there, the food, like at some point, you're going to be on a healing journey where you are going to have no toxins around you, because a lot of our sensitivities are created by these chemicals. And I also just want to say, in healing yourself and doing these things, you really start to learn of yourself. Because I know when I was young, or even now, like, oh, a Maserati comes by and everyone's like, oh, they're wealthy, or a limo, or look at her bling, or look at those clothes. And like, that had such high value, and we honored that. And what was funny is, like, I was a flower farmer and, playgirl, more of a tomboy type person. So I never really had goals in my life to have like big fancy cars, or like, my goals were different. My ideas of success and joy were different. And I can see over time where many times I measured my joy, my success, my greatness on those values, which weren't even mine to begin with. But I think that's part of healing the world, as we all start to know our own values and determine our own ideas of health and success and how to live daily that really brings us joy. That's healing the planet. So we're not stuck in these paradigms of people's ideas that, we don't even matter to many people. Not to say that a lot of people want to be billionaires, and that's great, but not everyone wants to work and do that,
Yeah.
Everyone's different. Some people just want to stay home. I was happy to stay home on the farm, raise my daughter, grow flowers, play with butterflies, and that was glitter to me. So I think in learning to heal ourselves, we start to break down these values and these ideas of success and health and wealth that aren't really real for everyone.
Yeah, that's a great way to end the episode right there, is to just remember that. And remember that this is an empowerment episode. We want to empower you to heal yourself, to take that choice, take that direction, and not be so fearful of the planet, and just take responsibility, because we need people like you to share and shine your sparkly gem, your soul, and to really find what that is, to be in service to the whole, because we need you, especially in 2025, especially in the new paradigm. We need souls that are ready to help others and be there for that. So remember to subscribe, like, comment down below. Let us know if this was helpful. Leave us a comment. Do you feel this is something that you could commit to? Are you committed to the healing path? What does that look like for you? Do you think this can heal the planet? Do you think we're crazy and we're just like woo-woo people over here? We'd love to know. We want to connect with our community. We love hearing from you guys. So thanks so much.
And cheers for another episode of us valuing and honoring ourselves to save the planet.
Stay vibrant.